So the latest weather at Regina is 150-25, resting 32.
I don't get to fly a ton of IFR, so I'm going to hand fly this approach to minimums and debrief the heck out of it, quantifying the performance with a granular scoring system. This is another episode from the multi-part series flying old school IFR with a 6-pack, no certified GPS, in my buddy Blake's new to him 1971 Cherokee 6. We're flying most of the way across Canada. This one covers hand flying an ILS approach into Regina, where the wind is strong and the trains are long. I love that the infinite train is actually in the satellite imagery here from the CloudAhoy debrief. The theme of this channel has always been about practicing and improving my flying, and it's been an honor to work with CloudAhoy as a longtime sponsor and see them evolve the modern debrief to the point where they auto-detect maneuvers such as this ILS approach and actually score it in a very granular way.
Yeah, I love this airplane, dude. You're so lucky. It's such a sweet airplane.
Yeah, thanks.
It's just smooth, solid, carries a ton.
Well, if you want to go in on a share, let me know.
I'll definitely be buying block time from you.
All right, cool.
I can't wait to put my dog in this thing.
Come here. Being named on the insurance, I've definitely exploited the opportunity to fly this airplane since we've gotten it home.
Can you sit? Hey. Good boy.
The episode about my dog's first flight has already been published, and there's more to come.
If there's any place I want to spend money on, it's probably going to be the autopilot.
It does not inspire a lot of confidence when it's trying to do stuff, and if you were in like hard IMC, I'd be like, that's not comfortable. Give your autopilot a little feature. When I get on the ground, I'll do an Instagram story. I'm impressed that it's like,
Air Canada 243.
I mean, the technology works.
Yeah. It's the original relation from Piper from 1971. They don't make them like they used to.
Blake is in the final stages of getting ready for his instrument flight test, and I'm fairly new to the rating. And we saw this mission as a great opportunity to file IFR, staying in the system using the old school tools, with ForeFlight on board as a chart holder, and of course the additional situational awareness.
and then after that we need to brief, and we'll talk about wind and confirm that we're going to face significant wind.
So the latest weather at Regina is 150-25, resting 32.
150?
Yep.
And we're landing 13?
Yep.
And that's subtracting the variation, makes it only 10 degrees off heading?
Yep.
Sweet. So all we're going to deal with is wind shear,
Yeah.
which is significant. So we'll come in fast with not all the flaps. Would you agree with that plan?
Yeah.
Is the gust factor 10 or 15?
It's 25 gusting 32, so it's less. It's like 7.
Yeah, so then if we come in at 95 instead of like 85 over the fence kind of thing.
Yeah.
This episode won't cover plate briefings in detail, but feel free to pause here or pull up this plate to follow along.
Quebec Yankee Hotel, descend to 6,000 at your discretion.
Down to 6,000 Quebec Yankee Hotel. I said down to 6,000, but
Yeah.
whatever. So I should have said descend 6,000. That's as simple as that, right?
Yep. So he's lining up for pretty much a 45-degree intercept to the ILS.
For level 1,000. Bandit 2-4, roger, right in.
Part of what I'm going to keep here is that we're working through the 5 A's, which is ATIS, altimeter, arrival/approach briefing, avionics, and airplane. And we're just finishing up the avionics portion, identifying the localizer.
Yep.
Yep. So that's standing by on the ILS, waiting
That's
to
right.
come alive.
Yep. The ADF is tuned into the...
Do we have to press anything here to make sure it's doing it like that? That's just a listen?
Yeah.
So the instrument always is good, always connected.
Yeah.
Destination ATIS is 127.0.
ForeFlight telling me the destination ATIS. It's pretty cool.
Blake didn't have his A20 headset connected via Bluetooth to the iPad like I did, so he wasn't hearing those callouts. The legs on this trip were pretty long, so we had some time to be less sterile cockpit.
Have you done any tail wheel?
No.
Yeah, you're going to want to do that.
Yeah, okay, cool.
You'll never turn back after
Yeah.
you fly with Luke. He's awesome. You know what we should do? Since we'll stay the whole day, right?
Yeah,
Why don't you go for a Citabria flight and then the extra 300 flight?
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll be down for that.
This is its own episode, and it's awesome. Watch for it soon.
Quebec Yankee Hotel, descend to 4,000 at your discretion.
Descend 4,000 Quebec Yankee Hotel. So it's, avionics aircraft. So yeah, we can do it now. So might as well go fuel pump on.
Yep. Landing light on.
Check, RP. There's the drop.
Yep.
That was something.
That was something.
That was something.
That's good. That's good that we did that.
We melted some water.
Yep. Yep.
Let's leave that on for a minute.
Yep. Hey, this is why we have this check, right?
Yep. The rest of the downwind check is fuel. I think we'll leave it there then. And fuel pump is on. Like brake pressure, eggs, and master. Everything else is good. You're secure. I'm secure.
Rudder trim is okay because we adjusted
Yeah,
it.
not really that worried about it.
Cool.
So downwind check is complete. Now we're descending to 4. I'd say that's probably enough to have melted anything.
A little stiff, eh?
Cool. I've never actually seen that happen.
Oh, there you go. Cool.
That was definitely water melting.
Yeah.
And burning off.
I've been told that something about the location of the carburetor in Pipers makes them less susceptible to carb ice than Cessnas, and I believe that's why the procedure is to check carb heat and then turn it off for landing, unlike many Cessnas where you leave it on. Let us know in the comments what you know about that, because I don't know much about it. But anyway, there must have been some pretty specific conditions going on this day, because the second leg, we had an even more extreme example.
Mind if I just put some carbine on?
That was a lot of water.
That was a lot. Yes, okay, baby. We should leave it on. You want to leave it on?
Sure.
If I remember correctly, the conditions were about 13 degrees C outside air temperature, clear air, and we were at about 9,000 feet.
I'll get rid of the carb heat now. It's been long enough. Wow, that really works. Okay.
Anyway, let's get back to setting up for the approach into Regina.
Yeah, that would suck to be trying to do a go around and have it chug on you because it had ice.
Yeah.
Try to add
That would have
full
been
power.
scary, right?
Quebec Yankee Hotel, fly heading 100 to intercept the localizer. Upon interception, clear the straight in ILS 13 approach.
Okay, we're going to fly 100 to intercept the ILS 13, and we're cleared for the straight in approach 13 Quebec Yankee Hotel.
Roger.
100, right? Yep.
About a 2-4, traffic at 12.
No, we're cleared the approach, it means we can descend as...
Company Texan at
Once we
1.
we can go below 4,000, which is the minimum for procedure turn. That's why he put us to 4.
Yeah.
So we identified that. So
Yep.
it's listening. It's just like it's not here yet.
Yeah.
Bandit 32, 4200 climb.
Bandit 32, Winnipeg Center, identified climb 8,000.
Bandit 32, climb 8,000.
So at this distance, we are 16 miles away. So it won't be very good until we're within 12 degrees or something. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Or 10 degrees.
Thankfully, back courses are no longer a thing, but this particular diagram showing the reliable coverage of the localizer is something I memorized on my cheat sheets, which I scribbled out a million times while preparing for the written test, and then wrote out right when I sat down for the actual test. And thankfully, in this case, Blake was on top of the NOTAMs.
It said the NOTAM said 10.
Oh.
Actually said the NOTAM said
Quebec
10.
Yankee Hotel, contact tower 1186.
Over to 1186, Quebec Yankee Hotel. For Giant Tower, it's Quebec Yankee Hotel, clear the ILS 13.
Quebec Yankee Hotel, Regina Tower, altimeter 2965, number 2, traffic assessment on the circuit.
Number 2, Quebec Yankee Hotel.
Alright, should be coming alive soon. Oh, there.
Something's happening,
Yep.
stop wobbling. Okay, so I'm gonna let that finish, put my thing on.
And yeah, I forgot to bring an actual hood or foggles, but I set my hat up in such a way that I could make it work, and honestly, there is no value in cheating, so I really did work to make sure I was not seeing anything but the panel.
Okay, 200 to go. Alright, so we're cleared straight in, but we're number 2.
That's right. There's a Cessna in the circuit.
And there's that moderate mechanical turbulence.
Exactly. Which they said 2,000 feet and below, right? That's
I'm
almost...
gonna kill the autopilot just so I'm not fighting with it.
Yep.
Regina Tower, Golf Tango Mike, downwind on 13, touch and go.
South Tango Mike Tower, wind 150 at 19, gusting 26, clear for touch and go, runway 13.
What do you say the direction was of that wind?
Turn,
160?
150.
Okay, check that. We'll make the base turn at a regular base, Golf Tango Mike.
You're right on the center line, which is great.
So gas, undercarriage, mixture, I guess I'll give it a titch more, prop will go. Gas staying where it is, undercarriage is down. I'm secure, you're secure, switches are good. That's first glimpse check.
I think the ILS is not coming alive too.
The glide slope is coming
Glide
alive.
slope, sorry.
Yep. Don't descend. So you can't slow down and go down, so what I should do is start thinking about changing power and losing speed before I get to it.
And plus it's going to be bumpy too, so keep that in mind.
He didn't tell me to report beacon final or anything, he just said number 2.
Yeah.
Okay, we're about intercepted. 2 notches is as much as I'm gonna go. Right? You agree?
Agreed.
And we're not gonna go below 95. Alright, descent is commenced, speed is stable, fixing heading. So I got the beacon off the nose, then that seems to agree. I should have probably looked at this while I was intercepting to see if that needle changed direction.
It was.
You got it, okay, great, sweet. Okay, so we got a fairly good little descent going here, not aggressive. Needles are centered. Heading, good. Speed is good, stable. Power is right, quite low, speed is good, I'm going prop full fine.
Yep.
Gas, undercarriage, mixture, prop, switches, unsecure your skier. Second gums check complete, we're not at the beacon yet. I'll do one more gums check, beacon final. 95. Okay, we're coming up on beacon fairly soon.
Yep.
You ready to start a timer?
I will.
Okay. A little bit slow, just fixing that with some power. A little bit low.
I'm using the radial scan technique, which is centered around the attitude indicator, and then like spokes on a wheel looking at airspeed, heading, altitude, cross-checking, vertical speed. Also, I need to be looking at the ADF and the ILS needles in this case. Heading toward a ridiculous glass panel in the RV-14 we're building, it was fun to do this challenge, but it's going to be a lot different going forward.
Okay, so I'm checking NDB, hasn't flipped yet. Speed is good, heading's good, vent is good.
And you nailed the ILS, that's great.
But I forgot to memorize the beacon crossing altitude, 31. So there it is. Beacon should be any second. Not yet. There's 31.
Back Yankee Hotel Tower, wind 150 at 16, gusting 26, clear to land runway 13.
Clear land 13, Quebec Yankee Hotel. Okay, so we just did our beacon crossing altitude, but I
And it
didn't.
hasn't flipped over yet. Okay.
So we're with, oh, there it goes. That's
goes,
awesome. Within 100
sweet.
feet. I can live with that. I'm a little high.
Right, timer started.
And when it works, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, so don't get stupid now. You're close. Make everything small. Everything small.
The debrief shows that despite telling myself not to, I was still overcorrecting heading, and it's cool to see both the wind barbs are displayed as well as the flight path vector.
No cheating.
Well, I'm not cheating. I'm trying to get the plate up so I can read it.
Oh, okay.
I had it in the map mode, which is not helpful.
2 mile final runway 13.
ForeFlight's telling me I'm 2 mile final. That's freaking awesome.
This granular scoring is achieved by CloudAhoy's analyzer automatically recognizing maneuvers, and as long as it knows the aircraft type, in this case a PA-32, it knew to set the envelope and score evaluation appropriately.
Small corrections. Small corrections. They're close. Gas, undercarriage, mixture, prop. Switches, flaps are going to stay where they're at. I'm configured. I'm secure. You're secure.
Yep.
Final gums check complete. And we are clear to land.
Yep.
Speed is good. We're not going to go slower than 95 until I'm visual and we're over the fence. A bit low. Wow, that happens fast when you're this close.
Clearly this is really helpful for IFR debriefs, but they've also set it up to auto-detect lots of different VFR maneuvers such as steep turns. So we're inviting the flying community to share your scores via social media with the hashtag CloudAhoyScore. Maybe we'll set up a leaderboard and do some giveaways in the future.
300 to go, 350 to go. I'm gonna blow through it now because it's accelerating. Yeah, when you're not stable, like you don't want to be doing that.
Yeah.
You just want to be on it. Have your descent figured out.
500.
Don't chase it. ForeFlight's telling me I'm 500 above ground. That checks. Yeah, when you're this close, man, all corrections, all corrections. All right, 200 to go. I'm gonna look up in 100.
Okay.
To go is the runway we're continuing. That was intense.
Good job, though, man. You did a great job.
I appreciate it. Okay, so we're not going to forget to use trim. Gonna protect that nose wheel. After so long to then face a big crosswind, it's a lot. Anyway, speed is good, 95.
Thanks to Patreon supporters and sponsors for supporting this ongoing content. In this case, it was a rare opportunity to feature CloudAhoy rather heavily but authentically. It is really cool what they're doing. I've been using it for years, and this new scoring and gamification has really kind of reignited my passion to get into debriefing and looking at it and really improving in a quantifiable way. And I hope it inspires you guys to check it out as well. There's further info and links in the description. We've got more content coming from this series, and if you missed the existing episodes, there's already a few that have been published. And until next time, keep your flight chop sharp.
For some climbing. That. Get a shot of my panel when it's reading what it should be reading.
It's a good SOP, only 1% on the camera at a time.